Hello everyone, my name is Rita Tedin and I work at MedInfusion company. Today I am here to talk about general anesthesia. General anesthesia is a combination of drugs that are provided to a patient when he is submitted to a surgery. However, anesthesiologists have one problem. They have problems in providing the right amount of anesthesia because each patient reacts differently to the same drug. Here you can see Carol. Carol was a patient who was submitted to a high surgery, and during the surgery, she woke up. She tried to say that she was suffering. She tried to move, but she couldn't because she was paralyzed. As Carol, 2 in each 1,000 patients awake during surgery. Why this happened? Because of the patient variability that can go up to 300%. I will give you an example. Daniela, my colleague, may need 3 times more anesthesia than me to stay unconscious during all the surgery. Also, anesthesia awareness episodes generate every year $260 million in lawsuits only in the United States. So, let's come back again to general anesthesia. It comprehends 3 main phases. The first one is the induction phase. The patient starts receiving the anesthesia until he lost the consciousness. Then he enters in the maintenance phase where all the surgery occurs. By the end of the surgery, the anesthesiologists start decreasing the amount of anesthesia and the patient wakes up, entering in the recovery phase. So, there are 2 product types that are used nowadays to provide intravenous anesthesia. The first one is the manual infusion system. This system is not accurate, but is the most widely used. The second one is the target controlled infusion system, or TCI system. This is not so used because it's not accepted in the United States. It doesn't have FDA approval because of its basic concept, and is also too complex. Also, both products do not have in account the continuous monitoring of the vital signs. So, being aware of that, we developed the PET-CISH, that is the personalized anesthesia decision system. Our product supports anesthesiologist clinical outcome and is a type 2 medical device. It also has in account the dosage that are adequate to patient needs, and even better, it fits with new and existing infusion pumps. So how does this work? Our product, that is the PET-CISH, have in account the vital signs of the patient in order to generate a recommendation about the right amount of anesthesia that should be provided to the patient. The anesthesiologist could accept or not this recommendation. Then, our product is connected to the manual infusion pumps, and it provides an individualized and customized amount of anesthesia to the patient. So, we have already a prototype alpha that was used in more than 50 neurosurgeries in Hospital Santo Antonio in Porto by Dr. Pedro Amorim, an anesthesiologist with more than 30 years of experience. Today, he's not here because he's in fact, he's in a surgery and he's using our device to provide anesthesia to the patient. So, our main idea is to provide you a safer journey throughout the anesthesia. Now, my colleague Daniela will tell you how we intend to put the product in the market.
Thank you. So overall, Rita has shown you 3 main things regarding PADSIS and the competition, which is here represented by the manual infusion systems and the main players of TCI. First is that PADSIS, unlike the competition, is able to customize anesthesia dosage as it considers patient vital signs. Second is a consequence of the first, as it's more effective in reducing side effects and hospital costs. And the third is that PADSIS, unlike TCI system, is easy to use. So is there a market for this product? Yes. We know that global respiratory anesthesia devices market is worth 14 billion euros. If we narrow it down just to anesthesia devices, it's worth 5.7 billion euros. And just the intravenous system, anesthesia system, is worth 1.2 billion euros. Our target market is represented by more than 400,000 operating rooms worldwide. We intend to enter the market by initially addressing the North American market. Why USA and Canada? Because we know it represents 1/3 of market expenditure in anesthesia. We know they have the burden of lawsuits and the pressure from insurance companies. And we also know that one of our competitors, the TCI, has been trying to enter this market for 20 years and has not been able because it lacks standard metrics, which obviously PADSYS has. How is the buying process in this market? We know it is the balance between costs and benefits, but what we also know is that doctors such as Dr. Gavin Kenny and Dr. Anthony Absalom are key influencers in this process. So how do we intend to do this? You may know our customers are doctors, hospitals, third payers, and self-payers. We will have our own sales force leading to a distribution partnership with a relevant player such as CareFusion. We will also have a manufacturer agreement with a certified company, and naturally our key activities will rely on IP protection, FDA approval, and marketing. So, unlike our competitors, which have a revenue confined to cyclic product sales, MedInfusion will have a recurring revenue. As for this, PADSYS will be sold under a 5-year program, which includes maintenance, software upgrades, and services. All this will cost a yearly fee of 1,500 euros. So looking at our timeline, you can see that we expect to finish our beta prototype that runs through the entire surgery in 2016. We will then move to FDA approval, and we intend to enter the market by 2018. We will need a total investment of 1.7 million euros. Looking more closely at the numbers, you can see that we will reach payback 2 years after entering the North American market, and we expect to have a net revenue after distribution costs of 32 million euros by 2024. Our team is constituted by 2 researchers, 1 MBA student, and 3 great mentors. We have 2 important partnerships that we already talked to you about, one with Hospital Sant'Antonio, which tests our prototypes, and one with the Faculty of Engineering, which has a big role in developing these prototypes. So overall, PADSYS is an innovative decision-aiding device that enables anesthesia dosage customization to each patient, reducing side effects and hospital costs. Thank you, and I hope next time you go through surgery, your doctor uses PADSYS.